Joining me now is documentary filmmaker and commentator Ami Horowitz. Ami, there's plenty of drama around the sale of Warner Brothers Discovery. Paramount has made a hostile bid to acquire Warner Brothers, and that's set up a furious bidding war with Netflix for the media giant. And now Donald Trump has had his say. He's very interested in what happens to CNN.
I just think that the people that have run CNN into the ground, by the way, nobody watches, very few people watch. I don't think they should be entrusted with running CNN any longer. So I think any deal should be guaranteed and certain that CNN is part of it, or sold separately.
Ami, what's your take on that?
Yeah, there's a lot. Look, Hollywood and the news media is changing. Obviously, you know this, I know this, dramatically. This is a massive deal, both in terms of the direction of Hollywood going forward and direction and control of the media, particularly news as well, right? Warner Brothers owns CNN. It owns a tremendous amount of cable channels, one of the largest, if not the largest, studio in Hollywood. And there's a lot of consolidation going on. Netflix came out of nowhere to make this bid. It was crazy. People were shocked by it. And then, of course, you had David Ellison and Skydance, who just consumed Paramount, coming in and going for a bid for Warner Brothers. So, look, first of all, let's start with winners and losers. So, for losers, yeah, one of the major losers on this thing is going to be Hollywood executives and the Hollywood elitist left, who will lose a lot of jobs, right? They're talking about $6 billion of synergy. What does synergy mean? It means people are going to be out of work. I don't think that's such a bad thing, considering they are so aligned against the Republicans and Trump. Winner, man, it looks like Bari Weiss might be cleaning up again. Bari Weiss, of course, the center, very center, Free Press founder, former New York Times op-ed writer. She was brought in to be the CEO of CBS News, which was a massive win, and not for conservatives, but for truth in the news, right? Simply not something that's non-biased is good for us, and that's what she is. She's not a conservative. She's not a liberal. She calls it, she sees it. Well, she may be knocking the door, being in charge of CNN as well. I think that'd be great for freedom in media, right? I think that also we have to take a look at the money that's being involved in this thing, right? You have Netflix, look, by the way, it's also great for consumers because Netflix and Amazon control 20% of all streaming views. And as we know, streaming is where everything is moved to, if not has already moved to, it's only moving all of it to. Now I think between the combined Paramount and Warner Brothers, you're going to see more streaming competition happen. So, and look, the money being spent between those behemoths, Prime Video / Amazon and Sarandos and Netflix, they gave over $10 million to Kamala Harris. So again, I think anything that stems that power, that Hollywood liberal power, I think is a good thing. In terms of what we should be worrying about, look, I don't like that Trump is, putting his finger on the scale. I don't think that's helpful to a deal like this. I don't think he needs to talk about CNN. We all know the issues there. And the other worrying thing slightly is there's a lot of Gulf money involved with David Ellison and Skydance. Particularly, there's $6 billion coming from the Qataris. I never loved that. So look, that's where I stand on this thing. Overall, as far as I go, yeah, I'm on team David Ellison. I'm on team Paramount, team Skydance. I definitely am not rooting for Netflix on this thing.